Look at that. It looks dripping wet. That is unreal. Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. In this video, you guys, I'm finally going to get a chance to detail my own truck. I've had this truck for a year and a half, and I just continue washing it and throwing like spray sealants or Carnauba spray waxes or whatever on it because I haven't had a chance to do a full paint correction, so I didn't want to put any protection on it. But finally, I have a weekend where I can do it. This Thanksgiving weekend. This is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm going to detail this truck this weekend. Not even sure what I'm going to put on it yet, but I cannot wait to do it. I'm going to bring you guys along. So, let's do it. All right, so we're gonna get this video going. Before we do that, I wanna show you guys something. So you guys remember the detail guards that sent me the dirt lock filter, and they sent me the pump pad washer, like a little pump you put in the dirt lock filter, it snaps in, and then you can take your pads, like your microfiber pads, your polishing pads, foam pads, and you push it up and down, and it pushes clean water through the pad and puts all the debris below the turbine dirt locker. Well, now they have this scrub and pump right here that basically, I think what they did is they saw this and decided we can improve that for wash pads, for your wash mitt and gloves or whatever. Basically the same type of design, except for it has raised ridges. Let me show you guys. I didn't think about this. I needed to show you guys this, so I'm gonna have to pull this out. Let me show you guys this. So basically, same type of design, right? It has the holes in it for the water to come up through. And then what they did is they raised these ribs so you can take your wash mitt and you can rub it across it. And as you rub across it, you pump it. And that's gonna take the clean water, it's gonna pump it up through the mitt, it's gonna push out all the dirt. And on the back side of the dirt lock filter, as you guys see these little notches here, it keeps all the dirt from coming back up. It's really cool the way it works. And when you press it down, it's gonna trap all the dirt below and it's gonna put clean water into your wash mitt. This is the first time I'll be using this right here on this wash, and I'm interested in seeing how it works. Let me take you for a quick walk around. Not how long this video is going to be, but it's going to be on my truck, so it may be a long video. We'll see. Wheel wells are nasty. Wheels have some brake dust. Tires actually look pretty good. Just had some rain. It's not filthy. A lot of kick up back here. Exhaust tips are dirty. As you can see, we'll take care of those. This is actually pretty dirty. I don't even want to touch it to show you guys. I don't know if the GoPro's gonna pick it up or not, but it's just got, looks like a lot of sand, honestly. Just really fine dirt on it. And there's nothing I can do with this. But this is where somebody touched this up and put a bunch of clear over. You hear that, Freedom? Yep, sounds like Freedom. I'm gonna probably wet sand that. Love living out in the country. It's so hard to tell how dirty it is being silver. Let me show you guys this if I can. See these like white pieces here? It almost looks like salt because salt trucks wore out. Bug guts. Yeah, I have not washed this thing in probably a month, if not longer. So it definitely needs it. I love this stuff. It's very, very safe. I know I've said it 100 times. I haven't used it in a long time. I just have so many products I need to go through. I'm still a big griots guy. Oh man, I forgot to clean the barrels first. Oh man. All right, so the wheels are all done and the bugs are off the front. I didn't show that because there really wasn't that much to do. I just went ahead and did it anyways because there were a little bit. So this is why I love the Griots Garage foam cannon right here. So there has a little orifice in it that only pulls out as much as it needs. So you don't have to worry about it pulling it, you know, all of it out of the bottle as soon as you spray the trigger. It's actually meant to be used on their bottles, or you can use their cannon bottle that kind of like the MTM, the bottle, the actual body, I guess I should say. But I like that I can just screw their bottles on here and foam anything basically that they sell. And it only pulls out as much as you need to get the job done. Now this foaming surface prep, it is a high pH, so it's supposed to strip any waxes and sealants that are on the car. You let it dwell for about 5 minutes, don't let it dry. And then you rinse it off. It's going to remove a lot of the traffic film that's on the car, if not all, which makes your wash process easier. You get less dirt in your gloves, less traffic film in your glove or wash mitt as you're going around the car. It just makes it way, way easier. Now, I will tell you, it doesn't smell terrible, but it's strong. It's very strong. So if you have like asthma or something, I'd have a hard time, because my son has asthma, I'd have a hard time telling you to buy this because of the strong citrus smell that it has. See that? It's just sticking. That's what you want. It gives it time to dwell. It gives it time to eat through whatever it needs to eat through to get rid of. As you can see, it's thick. All right, I'm gonna go around and finish it, wait about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse it off. One thing I should mention really quick is this is used on a dry vehicle, not a wet vehicle. That's why I'm spraying it on before I wash. As you can see, it rinses really easy. All right, same thing, except for this time it's going to be foaming surface wash. These are proper detailing brushes. Very nice brushes. I'll try to remember to put everything that I use in this video in the links. In the description of the video, I'll put links for them. If they're on Amazon, they'll be in my Amazon store. It's kind of different, but I like it because you can actually feel the water going through it, and then you can scrub your mitt on there. But this truck doesn't know what to think right now. I don't ever get washed like this. Almost lost my ring. That's how you know it's slick. All right, last step. I'm gonna try Geon Iron. Pan, the organizer, absolutely loves this stuff and he uses it in all his videos, so I decided I'd go ahead and pick me up a bottle and see what it does. I've smelled worse. Anybody that's ever used Malco's Iron Blaster will tell you, it ain't a whole lot worse than that. I'm doing this while the car is wet, before the final rinse, basically. I am using it outside, so that makes it a little bit easier. Not as stinky, I guess I should say. See if there's anything on the hood. Don't see anything yet. I know it's dark out here, it makes it really hard to see. I think it's dark so early here in Indiana. There's one, okay, it's starting to really turn purple on these lower panels, these lower rockers. And all this does, in case you've never used an iron remover, is it keeps, it takes the embedded iron and kind of eats away at it and makes it wash down the surface. Let's see, there's some orange specks right there. I don't see nothing happening on. So that way you're not picking it up in your pad when you start polishing. Plus contaminants really hide gloss. There you go. We're starting to turn purple. There's not a lot on this truck though. I'm really surprised. Like I said, really thought there'd be more. Let's check these lower rockers up here. Yeah, we're starting to melt away some. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, rinse it off. Next time you guys see it, it'll be in the garage and we're gonna start polishing on it. So as you can see, it's not perfect. There are some minor imperfections left over, but we'll pick that up during the polishing stage, so I wasn't worried about it at this point. So as far as paint correction is concerned, you guys, I'm not trying to go crazy on my truck. This is my daily driver. It sits out in the sun a lot. I'm trying to preserve the clear coat as much as possible. I have found my new favorite when it comes to light color vehicles, and that is that Extreme Solutions Helios Polishing Glaze. It is a primer for ceramic coatings. It has ceramic resins in it. If you let it cure for 24 to 48 hours, it's ready to have a ceramic coating put right on top of it. It is fantastic, you guys. And when you're using it, I'm going to show you here in just a second, it looks like you're not putting anything on the paint. And when I pick up the camera, you're going to see it. It looks like, normally you'd see like cloudy, like a polished look. There's nothing. I can do an entire car and wipe off with one microfiber towel. That's absolutely amazing. And the gloss is ridiculous with this stuff, you guys. Now, it is a glaze. It can fill minor imperfections that it does not pick up, which on my truck, that's perfectly fine with me. Like I said, I'm trying to preserve the clear coat. So right here's a great view to show you guys why I love my Quick Jacks so much. Whether it's my truck, a car, an SUV, it is big time for me when it comes to detailing. I can stand up when polishing my truck or SUVs and never have to get on a stool. And anybody that's ever sat on a stool for 4 or 5 hours polishing a car, when you get up you realize how bad it hurts to sit on a stool all day long. These Quick Jacks have been a game changer for me. I polished my entire truck without sitting down. It is so nice to have that, you guys. All right, so I'm done with the 404 Helios polishing glaze from Extreme Solutions. I'm not going for perfection, guys. This is my everyday vehicle. This is my daily driver. It sits out in the sun for about 10 hours every day when I'm at work, Monday through Friday. It's not in the shade. There is no shade to put it in at my work. So it gets beat on. So I'm not trying to remove too much clear coat and UV protection. And I'm fine with that on a daily driver. I'm preserving this clear coat the best I can. It got rid of a lot of what was in it, just very, very minor imperfections from the previous owner. But it looks amazing. I mean, look at that gloss. It almost doesn't look silver. At least looking at my camera, it looks white, but it's silver. Very good gloss. And we're gonna let it cure for 24 hours. It says 24 to 48. We're gonna go 24 hours, and then I will apply a ceramic coating to it tomorrow. Got a couple to choose from. I think I know what I'm gonna go with, but I haven't made up my mind yet. That looks really good. I'm really happy with where that blob of clear coat was. Let me see if I can show you guys the minor imperfections that are left behind. I'm hoping the camera's picked very, very fine scratches, and that's fine. That doesn't bother me on my daily driver, especially as glossy as this thing looks. It's amazing how glossy it is. Look at that hood. That's just ridiculous. All right, you guys, so it has been 24 hours since I applied the Helios polishing glaze, which is basically a primer, getting the paint ready for the coating. We're gonna go right into the coating. The surface looks absolutely amazing. That stuff is so glossy. We're going to apply Ethos Car Care's ceramic matrix coating, not graphene, just the regular old ceramic coating. And I'm basically just going to give myself a nice little line here to prime the pad the first time. Start in the middle. We're gonna do a little box here. Made on this silver, it's hard to see it. It says wait 1 to 2 minutes after application for removal. And it's starting to rainbow now. Hopefully I'm within camera. I don't know if I am actually now that I'm looking at the camera. Then it says after the rainbow starts to fade off, like fade away, always make sure you overlap. As the rainbow starts to fade, it's when you know it's ready to take off. It is 65 degrees in here with right around 40% humidity, so this is the perfect conditions for applying coatings. Let me see if I can show you guys the rainbow now. If you look right at that light, my microphone gets right in the way. You can see a rainbow. Hopefully when I edit we can see that. It's been 1 to 2 minutes, so. And it says no pressure, just circular motions. I think I may have waited a little bit too long. It's a little tacky. Oh, that feels good. Okay. That's actually a little grabby too, so I must have waited too long on that one. Looks amazing though. Being a lighter color car, it's going to be harder to notice if you have any high spots. By the way, these towels are junk. After this job, either throw them away or make them a utility towel. I just recommend throwing them away. Oh, that looks awesome. Looks really nice. All right, so I used about half of this 50 ml bottle, maybe a little bit more. 1 coat on the truck. You can do 2 if you want to do 2. You have to wait an hour before applying the 2nd coat. Look at this thing though, you guys, amazing. It added gloss. It was already glossy and it added even more. Look at that, it looks dripping wet. That is unreal. This paint is ridiculous. And that's just, oh, that's killer right there. That is so awesome. This thing looks amazing. Could not be happier. That's such an easy ceramic coating. So yeah, guys, gonna let this thing cure till tomorrow. I'm gonna take it out at lunchtime. I won't turn the camera on. Bring it back in, let it cure for 48 hours, and then put a topper on it. All right, you guys, so it has been 5 days. It has not left my garage. I let it completely cure. Now we're gonna top it with Ceramic Refresh by Ethos Car Care. When I do ceramic coating, I like to keep it in the family. I'm gonna use it with an applicator, spray a couple squirts into it. Put my bottle down somewhere. That'll work. We're just gonna apply it with this. And what you do with this, they want you to use a microfiber towel, spray it on, and then let it sit for 2 to 5 minutes and then wipe off. So we're just gonna apply it to the whole entire hood. And those 2 squirts will go a long way. There's no method to my madness either. I just kind of apply it however I feel. Now my pad is already primed. I've already done most of the truck before I turn the camera on. That's why I'm going really far with it. Once you prime your pad, I mean, you can go half the hood right there with 2 squirts. This stuff smells absolutely amazing. 2 more squirts. It's tall right there in the middle. It's really hard for me to reach, and I'm a tall person. If you look at that light right up there, you can see where I applied it. All right, so we're just gonna wipe. I like to go really tight circles. Not a lot of pressure. Just a little bit of pressure to remove it. I have used this on dark color cars before and it works great. And these are Rag Company 420 GSM, I believe. I don't remember the name of them. They all have different names. Got them off Amazon, I'll tell you that much. That looks so nice. Oh. This side I've already done too. Just looks fantastic. All right, you guys, so the truck is completely done. I took my time on it and it paid off big time for me. It's so nice for me to have a really clean truck for me to drive because I'm always cleaning and detailing everybody else's stuff on the weekends. And by the time the weekend's over, it's time to go to work. And when I get home from work at nighttime during the week, I really don't feel like washing my cars and stuff. Being a mechanic, it's a very physical job and I'm really tired by the time I get home. So it's finally nice to have a chance to do it to my own truck. It looks amazing. As you guys can tell, it is overcast, but I'm glad because the other day when I did have it out in the sun, I pulled out in the sun just to check it. The way the sun hits that silver, it doesn't really show the gloss. It kind of hides it. So now that it's overcast, you guys are gonna get a really good idea as to how glossy this truck is. It looks absolutely fantastic. All the products that I used work great. The Helios did a great job bringing the gloss out. And then the ceramic matrix just like doubled the gloss, unreal. And then the ceramic refresh, I can't tell you if it added anything, but it was very easy to use. And I have used it before. Just adds a topper to the coating. And it just looks amazing. And let me show you guys what it looks like. Look at the gloss on that hood. Silver is such a hard color to capture on camera. Hopefully the GoPro does a good job. That turned out really good where that blob was. It looks really nice. The paint just looks absolutely amazing. Put on the chrome on the bumpers, tailpipes. This is Insta Coating or Insta Shine, I don't remember, from Extreme Solutions. I just sprayed it right on the plastic and then I wiped it in because of all these little, because you can't just spray and walk away. I wanted to wipe it in because of all the grooves. Show you the roof, and yes, there are dents in it from the tree you're seeing the reflection of, probably. That tree, when we first moved in, the garage was full. I couldn't park it in the garage and had it outside overnight, and it come out the next morning, had a huge limb on top of it. Put dents in it, but this is Tire Shines Extreme Solutions Longevity. Looks really good. I can't get over the hood though, and the chrome on the front. And I'm not a big chrome person, but if I'm gonna have chrome, it better look good. Let's take you for a quick walk around from a distance. We're just gonna walk right around this tree. I could not be happier with the way my truck looks. The long hours I spent on it, the hard work that I put into it was well worth it in the end. And that's what you'll find out anytime you detail a vehicle. You put a lot of work into it and you're like, oh, I just want this to be over. But then when you get done, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I took my time on that, because then you get results like that. This thing looks absolutely amazing. I think it probably looks better than it ever did when it's brand new, to be honest with you guys. So hopefully you guys liked this video. I know it was probably really long, but I truly enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. If you like this type of video, let me know. Put it down in the comments section. I really appreciate it. I do read every single comment that you guys leave on the channel. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, join the Fab family. We'd love to have you, and we'll see you in the next video.